Hare Krishna. Today is the most auspicious festival, Shiva Ratri. It is the night of Lord Shiva. And in this connection, we'd like to discuss a very very interesting story on where we'd like to see what is the best or rather the greatest treasure of this universe. So generally, we fantasize, imagine, many a time we made daydream about accumulating immense amount of money, wealth, property, and dream of what we would collect or what we would buy if we only had enough. But unfortunately, even after getting or even after collecting the wealth, the money, even after purchasing a top model luxury car, a big bungalow, a big house, many diamond ornaments, at the end of the day, many of us will say, where is our happiness? Where is our peace? Although we collect, we got everything. Or why can't we buy it? And with our money, so much of wealth, why I fail to buy the happiness, peace? So, and another also few questions arises in our mind. So what is the solution of our hankering? What is the solution of our hungriness, our longing? And what is the greatest treasure that will buy the true happiness? And how to or where from we acquire that treasure? So, Srila Prabhupada, the founder Asajya of ISKCON, in this connection, or rather to the answer to all this question, he very nicely discussed in the purport of 4th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 7th chapter and in the 6th verse. Srila Prabhupada, he narrates a story about a very poor Brahmin. He is pure, but at the same time, he is very fortunate. And that very Brahmin, he begged the best benediction from Lord Shiva. In this verse, Canto 4, Chapter 7, Verse 6, that poor Brahman, he worshipped Lord Shiva to get the best benediction, expecting that may be the solution to all his problem, to his poverty. And in this verse, Shiva is called with a very different type of name, which is uncommon to Shiva. It is called Midhushtham. So Midhushtham means the best of the benedictors. In the verse it is said, Sarvani Bhutani Midhushtham. So it is seen that many material people approach Lord Shiva for some of their desires, and Shiva also fulfilled their desires because he very easily satisfied by little amount of prayer. That is why one of the names of the Shiva is Asutosh. And whenever people come to him with some of their desires, he gives them whatever material treasure they want. But in case of this Brahmin who is poor and who is very simple, he is pure, but that is why Lord Shiva, he thinks in a different way for this sincere and simple, honest devotee. He thinks that he must grant this Brahmin, the pure devotee, the base benediction for his spiritual life. So he directed the poor Brahmin to go to Vrindavan and meet Sanatana Goswami there. Sanatana Goswami is the direct disciple of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he is also a very close associates of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the incarnation of Supreme Personality of Godhead in this age of Kali. Then, according to the advice of that Lord Shiva, that poor Brahmin, he somehow managed to move to Vrindavan, and he met Sanatana Goswami there. He asked Sanatana Goswami for the best benediction. He narrated the whole story, how Lord Shiva advised him to meet Sanatana Goswami. Then Sanatana Goswami said that, okay, you need something. So I have a very powerful gem with me, which is very precious, because this gem, which is known as Sintamani, or which is often known as the Sparshamani, touch gem, it is so powerful that if you simply touch a piece of iron with the help of this gem, this iron at instant immediately converted to a piece of gold. So poor Brahman is very happy. He said, "You are so kind to me. So can you show me? Can you give me?" He said that, the piece of that Sintamani or the touchstone, English it's called touchstone, that piece of gem is there in the garbage. So Sanatana Goswami just pointed that garbage, his finger to the garbage, and the poor Brahmin, he somehow searched it out, and so happy he went out from Sanatana Goswami's cottage. On the way, this poor Brahmin, who is very pure also, sincere also, a thought came to his mind. A thought came to his mind that if this gem is precious, if this gem is very powerful, then why Sanatana Goswami put it inside the garbage, the dirty place? There must be something which Sanatana Goswami more precious than this piece of stone or this piece of gem. So he came back to Sanatana Goswami and he asked Sanatana Goswami, "Maharaj, Prabhu, you gave me the piece of stone and I begged for the best benediction. And I think that there must be something more precious with you, which you are not given to me, because if it is precious, why you put inside the garbage?" That Sanatana Goswami, with a smiling face, he said that, yes, you understand that I have something more precious than this piece of stone. That is why I put it inside the garbage. So are you really interested? Are you really prepared to take the best and the best benediction from me? Then a poor Brahmin said, "Yes, sir. I am really very interested. Yes, Maharaj." Then he said that, "Okay, then you do one thing. Take this piece of stone and you just go to the bank of Jamuna. Jamuna river at the time was flowing very close to Sanatana Goswami's hut, Sanatana Goswami's ashram, and you throw this precious piece of the most powerful piece of touchstone into Jamuna. And after that, you just take a bath there and come to me." Accordingly, the poor Brahmin, he went to the bank of Jamuna and he threw the piece of that stone into the mid of the Jamuna. He took bath there and came to Sanatana Goswami. Then Sanatana, he is with folded hand, he said that, As you advise, I have done everything. I threw the stone into Yamuna, I took bath, and I'm waiting for your benediction. Then Sanatana Goswami said that this piece of stone, touchstone, I have given to you, can give you any amount of wealth, any amount of money, any amount of property, but you know, that property, that wealth, that money finally cannot give you something which is more precious than all these material opulences. And that thing is happiness. That thing is peace. That thing is some amount of blissfulness. So, because you are poor, I know, I understand, you are a pure devotee of Lord Shiva. Why you want to come out from poverty? Just to make yourself happy. And you want to be happy forever. So I'm going to give you a precious, the best benediction of this world, by which you always forever become happy, peaceful, and blissful. Then Sanatana Goswami gave him Hari Nam, the holy name of God. And with that holy name, the pure devotee becomes so fortunate that he become happy, he become peaceful, and he become blissful also. So we have seen that how Lord Shiva's, with the help of Lord Shiva's mercy, the sincere, simple, and fortunate devotee Brahmin, he achieved the best benediction of this universe, the chanting of holy name in association with a pure devotee like Sanatana Goswami. So this whole story reveals that the greatest treasure is not something material. The greatest treasure is only spiritual, and that is the Krishna's, Lord's holy name, with the help of which anybody can cross any amount of anxiety, any amount of grief, any amount of unhappiness, and always become blissful. So, with the help of this story, again we pay our respectful obeisances unto the lotus feet of Lord Shiva, because Shiva today is worshipped by the Soivik and also worshipped by the Vaishnava, because in Bhagavatam 12 canto 13th chapter 16 verse it is mentioned that Shiva is the first and foremost among all the Vaishnavas in the universe. Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambho is number one Vaishnav. So Vaishnav also in this today, Vaishnav also pray him. Vaishnav also worship him as the first class and foremost Vaishnav. And at his lotus feet, Vaishnav beg to remove all the obstacles in their devotional life. So with this note, I just close this story, and we will continue this discussion with some short philosophies behind this, by giving some philosophies behind this story. Those who are interested to hear the philosophy may continue with my short videos followed by this discussion. Hare Krishna. Jai Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambho. Jai Jai Sadasiv Ki Jai.